Well, hey folks, this is John with Ozarks Back Roads with you. We're back at it again. We're in my favorite place, out in the government woods. This time we're out in North Carolina. We're on the big CFMOTO back here. We've ridden the CFMOTO all the way from south central Missouri out into North Carolina. I spent 2 days getting out here. I kind of took the long way out, took all the back roads across Tennessee, and really beautiful ride. So we're going to ride around in the government woods out here. We're maybe 2 hours or so east of Chattanooga, Tennessee, out in North Carolina. So we're just going to ride the CFMOTO in the government woods and see what we can find. Every mountain out here has a river at the bottom. It's just a beautiful place. So stick around. We're going to spend a week in North Carolina on the big CFMOTO, see what we can find. We're going to get mounted up, hit the road, see what we can find up in the government woods here. I know nothing about this area, never been here before in my life. We got the big CFMOTO with us on this trip. Beautiful bike to travel on. So this bike travels really well. You can load it down and it doesn't get all top heavy feeling. It's still pretty easy to maneuver in parking lots and stuff when you're in town. On gravel, it's great. Much better than my Tiger as far as being able to carry a load and be manageable. This is a big improvement. Get my carpy ride booted up here, my navigation, there it goes. Looks like we got a couple of miles on this little blacktop before we hit our National Forest road. Yeah, I punched in this overlook and it said it was 18 miles, but it was going to take 32 minutes. I thought, man, that's a long time just to go 18 miles. I think I get it. I get it now, why it's going to take half an hour. Maybe more. Okay, I think this is our... let's see how this goes. I don't know anything about how their roads are. They're forest roads out here. I haven't really been on very many over the years. I've ridden a lot of their paved roads, but at least I have my Midas E07 Plus tires on them on this bike. They do really good on dirt roads. I have a fair amount of confidence in them. I'm guessing we're going to have some hill climbs. We're going to an overlook. Well, it's nice to have the all the camping gear and everything off of this bike. It really makes a difference. What is this? Historic site. You know the rules. Well, if you don't know the rules, I'm going to tell you. When we get to log cabins and stuff, we're going to stop and look at them. That's the way it is. All right, well, we're going to take a look at some old buildings here. This is an old ranger station from the turn of the century. Apparently this National Forest was established in 1916, I believe, is what it says here on this board. This is a pretty cool old cabin right here. This is really sweet. From back in the day, they've put shake shingles over it for siding. Pretty neat. Lasts a long time. Here's the old fireplace, the flue, going up the side of the cabin. That's the most important feature of a cabin, would be the fireplace. This little cabin has a fireplace on either end of the building, both ends of the building, and one end or the other, probably the back end, is probably where the kitchen was, where you could cook. Fireplace in the back so you could make your meals. The one in the front's bigger. Something I did notice is a trail right here, and I'm just suspicious if there might not be an outhouse down here. That's usually the way it worked. We're down here about 20 yards or so in the woods, and I'm seeing an outhouse over here. Oh, it's a double holer, folks. Yes, sir. This is the real deal. This is the government. This is a government outhouse here. Looks like they filled it up. But yeah, we had 2 holes at one time right here. Here's the old wire. Here's the old wire toilet paper hanger here. That may be from back in the day as well. And they even poured a little bit of concrete to set it on. So they were uptown on this deal. 2 holes on concrete. Yes, sir. Well, that's a pretty cool old ranger station there. Really cool cabin. It's in good shape, it looks like. Got some huge trees there. Huge trees, oak trees there. Just enormous. Been there a long time. Gonna jump on the mighty CFMOTO and continue our trek up the mountain here. I'm not sure how much farther it is, but I just saw a guy go by on a mountain bike, so probably not more than a day's ride. Let's see, is my traction control turned? Oh, never mind, I don't have traction control. It's definitely off. We caught up with the mountain biker already. He's not getting up the mountain very good, but he is moving the right way, so that's something. I could only go one direction, that'd be down. Look at this. And it's washed out. Woo! You betcha. Something I've noticed since I've been out here is they don't have cicadas. I haven't heard any cicadas out here. And man, back home there's so loud you can't hardly talk over them if you're in the woods. I don't know what the deal is on that. Whew! Oh boy. Yeah, I'd say there might be a view right here. Holy crap. Look at that. Ooh. Oh man. Oh. Yeah. Oh, okay. Here's the lookout point up on top up there. It's kind of cool. Walk up here, get the good camera. Maybe we'll take a walk up on the point, take a few pictures. Well, we made it up to the lookout tower. Pretty sweet. Got plenty to see.
Yellow? Yeah.
Wow, what a view.
Oh, there you are. I'm good. I'm up out in the middle of nowhere right now.
Here's the old stone lookout tower. It's pretty cool. Well, here's a view off the lookout tower, the old stone tower. Pretty sweet spot right here. Here's a look from the other side. And then way down in the bottom is Franklin, North Carolina. Down in there. We're just north of town, kind of up that way, where we're staying. You can see all the way to Georgia from right here. Wayhaw Mountain there. Pretty nice. We're going to head off the mountain and we're going to go to a lake that's up in the mountains. It's supposed to be really pretty if we can get there. So this is the Nantahala National Forest that we're in right here. Southeast of Franklin, or Franklin's actually in it. I'm not exactly sure what I'm looking at. It looks like a rhododendron, but boy, it's orange. Wow, that is nice. The mountain biker I passed earlier coming up here, he caught up with me up on top there, and he said that was his 3rd trip up the mountain today. He said he'll burn about 1,600 calories going to the top of the mountain on that mountain bike. So he has to eat quite a bit. If you rode that mountain bike all day long, whoo, you'd have to have a whole backpack full of Big Macs. Keep yourself charged up. All right, we've made it to the highway. That's something. Didn't die or nothing. Okay, we're going to continue on to the lake. See how much of this is paved. It may be paved all the way to the lake. Hard to say. Yeah, they really need to mow this. You cannot see around these corners. I guess we could donate to the mowing fund, get them some fuel so they can run their mowers up and down the ditch. This is the natural experience here. Get to experience nature in all its glory, weeds and all. Well, there is some beautiful country to ride in over here. It's all beautiful. It don't matter where you go, even in town. Big mountains all around. It's just gorgeous. We might have a view here. Oh yeah. If I can get off this thing without turning it over, that'll make a picture with the lake behind it. I believe that'll work. That's Nantahala Lake down there. We'll get the good camera out and get a picture of that. Well, that's a pretty nice view of the lake there. We're going to head on up the road and see where it takes us. Oh, she's turning to sludge. So once they got past the viewpoint, that was it. No more pavement. It looks like it was paved and they're kind of letting it go back to nature. It's going back to not paved. And this road looks like the road less traveled to me. I'm not seeing that there's much traffic on this thing. Looky here, they put a guardrail on this corner. That's the first one I've seen today. Up here where nobody goes, they got a guardrail. Ain't that something? Well, we've made it a mile. Haven't died yet. Big ruts washed out in this. Imagine that, it rains every day and we're on a mountain. How could there possibly be ruts in the road? This is one of them 50-50 roads. You need your 50-50 adventure tires because this is a 50-50 road. It's half street, half off-road. We are on Forest Service Road 711. If that means anything to you, that's the road we're on. Yeah, I really lucked out on my campground, man. I got the hot setup for sure. I'm right next to the bathhouse is like 100 feet away from my tent. That is super handy. All right, we've made it to a road. We're gonna see if we can work our way back up out of here towards civilization, but it's quite a ways down in here. See if we can get our map. Yep, we got our map up. Well, there's a dandy looking old barn right there. It's got the old style 1800s tin on it as well. Yeah, all right, we're going straight. Oh, Otter Creek has turned to dirt. This road here has got a lot of government gravel on it. They've been taking care of it. There's a turkey vulture right there. Get out of here. And another switchback. Do not stall your motor on that. Ooh. That will put you down right now. Oh no, not a power line road. I hate power line roads. Let's hope it's better than a power line road. Ooh, that power line goes off the mountain. Man, that's amazing where they can run those things. I don't know, this kind of has that power line road look to it. They put a little gravel on it. There's where we're going down there. Whoo! Yeah. Oh boy, now that, whoa, that would be rough going up. That is super steep and extremely tight. Yeah, that got the old heart going there when I looked off of that. It is a power line road, without a doubt. Whew, look at that. This corner's all chewed up where people have been getting hung and spinning on it. It's steep, but it's not going to last long. When the road's this steep, you're going to get to the bottom pretty quick. They got more up and down than we do back home here. Got to factor that back in. Come on, baby. Come around. That was tire sliding all the way around that one. The ABS actually works pretty good on this bike. The back brake there, I was sliding that tire. It was letting me slide it. Man, oh man, this is steep. I hope there isn't a climb out that's as bad as this descent was. I don't think I could get this heavy bike around some of those hairpins there. I don't believe she... As steep as they were, I don't think there'd be enough traction to get it around and up those. We got a 10-ton steel bridge here. Yeah, we didn't break it. The old CFMOTO's not quite that heavy. This is like the Little Red Riding Hood's road to Grandma's house here. We're liable to see the big bad wolf. Yeah, they're all about the up and down around this part of the country. That's all they've got is up and down. Well shoot, they got pavement. What's that all about? Oh man. Well, they put in a brand new bridge. Look at that. Uptown high rent right here. Oh, that's all the pavement. Woo, we got pavement to our new bridge. 100 feet on both sides. There's an old farmhouse from back in the day. That's a beauty there. That is really nice. Old standing seam tin from the 1800s. Look at these mountains. Woo. We came off of one that looked kind of like that right there. Oh, this is more than a creek. This is the real deal here. Look at that. That's a bona fide river. Bryson City Road. That's a beautiful river right there. Really pretty. Where do all these motorcycles think they're going? Nowhere to ride around here. You guys must be nuts. We are in Franklin. Look at that. I don't know where we're at in Franklin, but we're in Franklin. Oh, this is where I started the day, right here. Well, folks, we made it back to civilization. We didn't die or anything. I don't believe it was from lack of effort. I think it's just the luck of the draw. We've made it back to Franklin. It's time to get some groceries, get cleaned up, and start thinking about day 2. We've got day 1 in the bag. I invite you all to come back and see me. We'll jump back on the CFMOTO and see what else we can find here in North Carolina. Till I catch up with you again, you all take care of yourselves. We'll catch you next time.